So the semi-final match between Fiji and Australia has just come to a close, and the defending gold medalists will be the side through to the final to take on the host nation France. This game was entertaining from start to finish. The first half extremely close, but throughout that second 7 minutes, that is where we saw the defending gold medalists really step it up, scoring try after try to get themselves the victory. But looking through at this contest, Australia, throughout the first half, I would probably say they had the better first half out of the two sides. They had a few handling errors along the way, but that was always going to be the case in these wet conditions. It was extremely hard for both sides to hang on to the ball, but Fiji, something that they did extremely well throughout the full 14 minutes, was challenging the Australians when the Fijians had the kickoff. They would throw someone like a Josefa Talatholo up in the air to try and slap it out of the hands of the Australians, and it was very effective because Fiji probably ended up with a ball about 3 or 4 times from that exact scenario. But Australia, throughout that second half, they just didn't seem to be as hungry and as evident as they were throughout the first. They got the early try of Ben Dowling, some nice grubbers to keep kicking that ball forward, and in the end, placed it down, got himself the first try of the match. But little did we know that would be the only try that the Australians were able to score throughout that semi-final. For Fiji, they had a try of Georgie Nasova, they had one for Osefo Masi, one for Kiminelli Rasaku, and then also one for Celestino Ravotamanda. Now that try of Georgie Nasova coming right at the end of the first half. So these two sides at the start of the second half going in 7-all, which meant that in the second half could have gone either way, but Fiji still the more dominant side throughout that second 7 minutes. Celestino Ravotamanda, the power that that man brings is certainly going to help them when they make their way through to the final. Like I said, they are going to be taking on the French, a side that they have already faced throughout this Olympic Sevens competition. The last game that they played off, 19 points to 12 in favour of the Fijians. But will that be the case in front of a 69,000 crowd at the Stade de France? The pressure is going to be on, but that is sometimes when the Fijians are at their most dangerous. But 3 men who need a lot of credit for the Fijians in this game: Ioane Temba, Waisia Natongu, and also Taureo Tamani. All 3 men having 100% kicking accuracy. And in these type of contests, we didn't know that Fiji were going to score so many tries late in the game. So they had to make sure that they took every point that was available, including a penalty kick that we saw from Taureo Tamani. I don't think many people anticipated that to happen in the game, but it used up some good time off the clock, and also it just gave Fiji that little bit more of the leading margin. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning into this extremely short review of the match. We are going to be live covering the final on the channel as well, up against the French, so be sure to check that out. That one will be kicking off at 5:45 AM New Zealand and Fiji time. But thank you all very much for tuning in. Do let me know what you thought of this match and who you would give man of the match to in the comments down below. But if you are new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all for the next one.